Well, welcome to day 17. I'm going to try to keep this pretty quick here today. Um, for reading today, we do have 4 activities they can choose from. Students can pick I Had a Great Day, which is poetry, but it's also a narrated story, so it's kind of a combination. It's a story of the child's day, but of course there's rhyming. Then they can choose ABC Mouse, Raz Kids, or High Frequency Word List. And then for writing, they will be doing narrative writing, but using the 5 senses, using sensory details. I would encourage you, if they're writing a personal narrative about a time that you truly had a great day, a birthday party, if they're like feeling stuck, a birthday party would be a good example. There's lots of things to see, touch, taste, smell, and hear. So if they're feeling stuck, that might help them get started. I would encourage them to add at least 1 detail using each of the senses. And then they will complete a print or cursive handwriting page. For math, they will be measuring in feet. They will measure the length of the walls in one room of your home in feet. Draw a diagram of the room on a piece of paper and label the measurements. You can also draw furniture and other details of the room in their diagram. So we have in social studies actually talked about bird's eye view, drawing our classroom from a bird's eye view. So that's pretty similar. The big difference is that they will be adding the measurements for the length of the walls. Of course, if you can pick a more rectangle shaped room, that will make their job and hopefully your job a little bit easier. And if they can find a room that doesn't have too many objects in the way of their measuring, that's great too. However, if you don't have a room like that, you can just teach them to be flexible and kind of help them work through that. For math, you can also choose, if you don't want to do that, you can do 12-9. 12-9 is mostly about them justifying their answer. There's this word at the end of most of these that just say explain. A lot of times students want to just say yes or no, like is her work precise, yes or no, and then they don't explain. So kind of help them work through that. And then they will be choosing between a fixed add-in war or Greg Tang for 10 minutes. For social studies today, I'm going to be sending more information on this tomorrow. But if you could send this my way, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be using it for some 4th quarter report cards. We will be doing 4th quarter report cards today. If you want to look over Dr. Halverstadt's SMORE today, that would be great. Sorry for that. That is located on slide 7. And then so I will be using this for 4th quarter report cards. If you don't send it to me, don't stress about it. I'm going to send more information on 4th quarter report cards tomorrow from me, so I can kind of help you understand it a little bit more. But there is information out on that from the district if you wanted to look at it in advance. For social studies today, we're learning that people also use money to exchange goods and services. Listen to the story Ox Cart Man, again it's a safe share so I'm not going to open it, by Donald Hall. What goods or services did the Ox Cart Man sell or exchange for money? What goods or services did he buy with money? Complete the graphic organizer here, and they'll draw and label the items. So again, if you do this on the computer or you print it or you have a resource that you can send my way, that would be great. You can take a picture, they can submit it on Google Classroom. You can just shoot me an email and say, hey, they did it, they did a great job. That is all fine. Those are all ways that you can let me know your child finished this. And then when they're done, they can watch this money versus barter video as a little bit of a review. So that's it for day 17. Again, I will be sending more info out on grading, but if you want to click here, there's a little intro from the district from Dr. Halverstadt. So if you want to check that out, check it out, and I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.